I am top Orlando Realtor Scott Garrison with ReMax Town Country, East Orlando's #1 real estate company. We are out at Sarmundham Street, Sarmundham, Orlando, Florida, 32833, here in Cape Orlando Estates, also known as Wedgefield. The purpose of this video is to give you what you can't see if you just look at a couple of pictures. However, if you did take the pictures or look at the pictures online, I'm the one who took them. We want to augment that with what's it really like out here. See the blue jay there? Here's the first thing about what it's really like out here. We are out in the middle of nowhere. It's quiet. It's peaceful. That's a downy woodpecker. It is natural. We've got 1.03 acres, we'll call it 1 acre, of high and dry Florida woods. We've got the longleaf pine, some slash pine. We've got some oak trees in there. We want to get a feel for the land. Now here's the truth. There's some trees. You look at the trees, you say, what are the trees? We want to look at what the possibility of this house is. We're going to look at this one first because this is also a corner lot, and this gives you a feel for what you can do out here as well. So we're going to concentrate on this lot right here first because it's right across the street from where you're going to live. It's the exact same lot. You can obviously see the property line there. You can see what they did with this. We've got a great yard, good looking curb appeal. Obviously they left some of the trees in, like you should too. Got a house that your friends and family be impressed with living at. Now this house on Zillow is $740,000. We want to really go around and just check because it's your corner. That's the corner we're going to be looking at here. You really want to get a feel for what you're going to end up doing with this. So general rule, your land price should be at least a quarter of the home price. You can see at this asking price for our land, 1 acre, it's far less than a quarter, which makes it a really good deal. Out here in Cape Orlando Estates, Wedgefield, this is one of the nicest little areas. All the homes are very upper end. And this is where you want to live. If you're going to be out in the country, one of the challenges of being out in the country is you're surrounded by mobile homes, or you've got people who are more of that rural country lifestyle, which is fine. But a lot of people want their neighbors to be, let's say, not poor. This would be the backyard, all the way back to where you're going to go. So when we're taking the video out here, I want to give you the feeling as if you're walking the land, so you don't need to. A lot of buyers are going to buy this sight unseen from somewhere up north, and they want to get a feel for how we can do. All right, it's pretty easy to see what the land is right on that big tree right there, and you've got all that land all the way up. Okay, one of the nice things is the roads, they go on and on and on and on and on. You can hear the birds in the background. See, a lot of people did keep the original trees. Those longleaf pines, they don't grow. They don't sprout new seedlings unless there's a fire, which we're probably not going to have. So the fire is what causes them, the seedlings, to sprout. So when you see these longleaf pine in people's yards, that's a sign of the original Florida woods. So we're at 4363. This is Caesar. You can look it up for yourself. And as I said before, your neighbors are not poor. Just this driveway was a substantial infrastructure. This driveway cost as much as a boat. Okay, next we're going to talk about property not being in a flood zone. There's our property right there. There's our subject property. Some of these properties, most of them out here in the Wedgefield, do have some kind of wetlands on them. So what happens? As a general rule, roughly, the wetlands mitigation credit, in other words, if you want to build your house on top of wetlands, it's $90,000 an acre. Remember, it's all prorated. So for instance, these people have wetlands from here to here on their lot. They had plenty of room to build a house, nice one, and they chose to not pay the wetlands mitigation credit and just leave it natural, which I think is great, because now you have a buffer between you and your neighbors, which is what everybody wants. Now, if they wanted to put a shed in the middle of that, that would say be $7,000 in mitigation credit. That's what this neighbor told me. They have a shed there. And when these people cleared their property, which is just like your property across the street, there's a little area here in the corner behind the shed. We'll run over and look at it. Right here. You can see that little area right there was wetlands, and they just built around it. Didn't have to pay any wetlands mitigation credit. Every lot out here has got some. Some people have paid theirs. Probably these people have paid theirs, since their land seems to go on and on and on, as you can see. So the only way to know if your property, where exactly it is, you get a survey, which we do have on this property. You get an elevation certificate, which I'm not sure if we have. And then from there, you get a wetlands study. And that's about $1,800 or so. And they'll show you exactly where the wetlands are. I'm going to just make up that area in the back there. They got that nice yard right behind the little hump for their drain field. It's probably wetlands, and they said, why would I want to mess with that? This property here, look up the values of today, $706,250. Right across from yours. So the idea of buying on this lot, clearing it, partially clearing it, whatever you want to do, is to build a house like this, like that one, like this one, only nicer and more valuable and newer and more profitable. So whoever buys this is going to make a fortune. Good drainage, a little drainage canal. And this is the east side of your land right here. All along here. We're going to walk all the way to the back. Got the front right there. That's my realtor partner, Deanna. We're taking some drone video right now. The HOA is optional. I think it's $50 a year. You don't have to pay it. Probably want to pay it, but it's up to you. No HOA, just like everybody wants. Peace and quiet, that country living feel with all the upper end amenities, just like everybody wants. I am not going in there. You can get a feel for the woods. See how nice and quiet it is. Some kind of little trail is about where your house will be. So now there's your land there. We're along the back side. I'd say this is around, near, sort of, the back. Got palmettos. If you notice, you don't see any cypress, no maple. What you do see is really nice slash pine and oak, which don't like their roots wet, so chances are it's going to be good to build here. And then we're going to go across and look across the street. These people took their lot, cleared it, and you can see right now the joys of mowing. The house is worth about $695,000. And now we're past where your home is. There's a vacant lot behind you. All those nice trees. Gives you a good feel for how high and dry it is. See the oak, see the pine, the oak and the pine. I looked this one up. It said $731,000. I think that is probably a little on the low side. That is a mansion. Look at that huge pool it's got in the back there. Screen pool. This is what I mean when I say build a house like your neighbors, only nicer. 800,000, 900,000, $1 million. We're going to see one in a couple minutes. Piece of land right around the corner that's $1 million. This is the neighborhood you want to build. It's hard to believe that you can have a neighbor whose land and property is worth $1 million, and you can buy this lot for this price. Everybody wants to see what the land is really like. We're in your side yard looking to where your house would be. This is what it's really like. Doesn't make the best video. Gives you a feeling for it's thickly wooded. Got nice pine and oak trees. Hopefully you'll be leaving some of them. That is beautiful. It's begging for a home. All right, we're at the intersection of Sarmundham and Caesar with the lot right behind you. Already looked at this one across the street. Now we're going to go down and look at the front of the lot. Got squirrels in the trees. So if you're a nature lover, which you probably are if you live out here, you know how close we're going to be to the St. Johns River, which is the border between Orange and Brevard County. All the boating, leisure, exploration, woods. Tosatchee State Preserve is 24,000 acres right near here. Lots of things real nearby. You're living here because you don't want a ton of things real nearby, but yet everything is. And we'll talk about that in a second. So we're coming up on the border to the land right here. Comes down here. And it's roughly about, and we've got that little access road there, about right here. This lot right here is also an acre. So we have this lot, which is one you're going to buy and live on. Starting right about there, right about down there, we have this lot. This lot just sold this year for $130,000. So you've got this lot for $130,000 with these awesome neighbors across the street. Just, I wonder how much you think this lot's going to be worth with this beautiful corner lot facing, just like everybody wants. Corner lot, high and dry, iron tight, comparable, right next door. So you know exactly what your lot is worth. And neighbors like this. Look at this house. You're going to pull out of your driveway right here probably. Again, these folks are not poor with that paver driveway. It's about an acre of pavers. That is beautiful. So good looking house. We've got this house here that was just built. It's a little closer to the road. This lot is probably not as valuable as the one you're going to buy. About 40% of the lot was buildable and 60% is buildable, but it's wetland, so it's buildable with the wetland mitigation credit. So what they did, you can see right there, whether it's still natural, they just left it natural, built the house right here. This is beautiful, brand new, just sold this year, $675,000. So one of the things you'll see if you look at all the pictures, everything I take, I say build a house just like this, only nicer. Your house on a corner lot, on a better lot, it's going to be just like this. I promise. It'll be even nicer and more valuable. So now we're moving down Sarmundham here a little bit. There's our lot right there on the corner. There's Deanna taking some drone pictures. Unfortunately for you, she does not come with the property. And now we've got this last property here. So many people say, well, you know, what's my house going to look like? Well, we're on the same side of the street, just a couple down. This is not even a corner lot. Look at this home. You know how much this home is worth? $1,038,000. This is a mansion. Look at this driveway, how far back it goes. Beautiful. Great land. So this is what I mean when I say you can build a nice house, only nicer. Look at that glorious metal roof there. You want a nice house in East Orlando? How about building one just like this? And you'll have far less than $1,038,000 into it, which is instant profit. So as we're walking back down Sarmundham, let's talk about how close we are to everything. We're way, way, way out. We've got an exit right off 528 that's only about 8 minutes away. Let's talk about how close everything is. Within 30 minutes or less, downtown Titusville. Within 30 minutes or less, downtown Orlando and Lake Eola Park. Within 30 minutes or less, a world-class university, University of Central Florida, which is the second or third largest university in the nation, right here in East Orlando. It's 26 minutes. Where are you going to shop? Well, Waterford Lakes Town Center. There's a shopping, entertainment, movies, and dining mecca. Every store you've ever heard of, anything you ever want to buy, they sell right there. And that's about 24 minutes away. A bonanza of shopping. There's other places that are closer, but that's the fun place to go for sure. Want to get to the airport, fly out a lot. From this spot, we're way out in East Orlando, 30 minutes to Orlando International Airport. I live on the map, what looks like much closer, and it's like 26 minutes to the airport. It's because you're right here on the beeline, you jump right on the beeline, you get right down to the airport. So all of Central Florida, anything that's most important, is within a 30-minute drive. Want to go see all the tourist stuff? Within a 40-minute drive, you could be at the world-famous Cocoa Beach Pier, the Westgate Pier in Cocoa Beach. You could be at Kennedy Space Center. And from this spot, if you look on the maps, the Disney parks are across Florida, like way far away, only 45 minutes. I live much farther in Oviedo, much closer in Oviedo, farther from here. And for me to get to the Disney parks is 45 minutes. Just the same. Got such good access here. You can get on the Interstate 95 at Colonial and 95 within 11 minutes. Anywhere you want to go. It's about as close as it gets, and you get a life like this. You should probably buy this one and live here.